Dakota Johnson on avoiding toxic sets and her Hollywood journey producer insights. Dakota Johnson to make directorial debut. What we know so far. Dakota Johnson on avoiding toxic sets and her Hollywood journey producer insights. Hollywood's glittering facade often hides a darker truth, the toxic sets that can shatter careers. But Dakota Johnson, a veteran actress and producer, is drawing a line in the sand, and it's a wake-up call for the industry. With a career spanning over a decade, Johnson knows firsthand what makes a project thrive. In a candid interview with Variety, she laid down her non-negotiables. If the collaboration isn't healthy, we don't move forward. I'm done wasting time on toxic environments or people who aren't kind. Her rule? No room for mean, condescending, or unkind personalities, a stance that might seem idealistic, but Johnson backs it with action. Here's where it gets interesting. As a producer, Johnson now handpicks her teams, prioritizing harmony over hierarchy. I love a good debate on set, she explains, but it's about collaboration, not combat. The best idea wins, regardless of who suggests it. This approach isn't just about comfort, it's about sustainability. We're artists working with emotions, she notes. There's no space for toxicity when you're trying to create something honest. Johnson practices what she preaches. She's unapologetically vocal about standing up for herself, a trait amplified by her producer role. Now I get to choose every single person involved, and that changes everything, she says. But the most surprising move? She's set to direct her first feature film despite admitting, I've never felt ready to direct a movie. The twist? The project stars Cha-Cha Real Smooth co-star Vanessa Burghardt, and Johnson's motivation is deeply personal. I feel protective of her, and I know this world so intimately that I won't let anyone else touch it. Johnson's journey to this point hasn't been easy. Daughter of actors Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith, she began acting in high school after being rejected from Juilliard, a setback her dad responded to by cutting her off financially. I started auditioning at 19. She recalled in LUK, landing her breakout role in The Social Network and building a resume that includes Materialists. The question lingers, is Johnson's no toxicity policy a luxury only the privileged can afford? And when she directs, will her protective instincts stifle creativity or foster something groundbreaking? As the industry grapples with its own demons, one thing is clear. Johnson's refusal to compromise is either a revolutionary act or a naive gamble. Which side are you on? Dakota Johnson to make directorial debut. What we know so far. Dakota Johnson is set to make history with her first film as a director, marking a bold leap from stardom to storytelling. At the Karlovy Vary Film Festival, where she's poised to win the prestigious President's Award, the Madame Web icon is finalizing details for her debut project, a film she describes as deeply personal. Speaking to Variety in the Czech spa town, she emphasized that this venture is very close to her heart. The film co-stars Vanessa Burghardt, a talented autistic actress she calls incredible, and the pair have built a creative bond that fuels their collaboration. But here's where it gets controversial. She insists that only those who are open to collaboration should be on set. I don't want to face people who are mean or condescending or unkind, she says, highlighting her belief that a healthy workplace is essential. This philosophy extends to her role as a producer, where she prioritizes teamwork over ego. If there's not a healthy collaboration, if it's not a good match, then it's not a good match, she explains. I can't waste time on toxic sets anymore. Those situations drain energy and creativity. Johnson's journey through Hollywood has been as diverse as her roles. From indie projects like Am I OK? To major studio films like Madame Web, she's navigated the industry with a sharp focus on authenticity. When asked how she defines success in filmmaking, she admits the barometer is shifting. It's hard to measure success based on box office numbers now because it's so unpredictable, she says. Yet, she finds joy in films that resonate emotionally, even if they're small scale. Honestly, it's a success just getting a movie finished, especially when the world feels like it's moving too fast to care about art. Looking ahead, Johnson is already buzzing about her next project, the Amazon MGM adaptation of Colleen Hoover's Verity, directed by Michael Showalter and starring Josh Hartnett and Anne Hathaway. She acknowledges the challenge of adapting beloved books, citing Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Lost Daughter as a rare example where the screen version captured the essence of the source material. When that can happen, it's great because it inspires fans and sparks conversations, she says. As she prepares to take on new challenges, Johnson remains open to any role that aligns with her vision. I'm open to anything. Certain things just have to align. What's next? She teases an exciting project she's already working on, but can't reveal details just yet. What do you think? Are these standards too strict, or do they reflect her true values? Let us know in the comments.